there, it's Cherie from Cherie's Crafty Girls. Thank you for joining me today. Today I'm going to make this lovely little berry basket with a little bunny rabbit popping his head inside. Now you can make lots, you don't have to put tissue paper in it, so you can put a bigger egg on it, or you can get lots of little Easter treats in there. Now it's quite a time-consuming project because it really does. Let me just see if I can scoop some of these up. Have an awful lot of cutouts. As you can see, I've done them all beforehand, but I won't be to put them all on in front of you. I will pause the camera and do them. And although the basket itself is very quick, it's the actual decorating of the flowers, not the bunny, just the flowers and things that take the time, because they're all die cut. And they're die cut from this beautiful, beautiful set called Basket Bunch. And you have an amazing set of stamps, which I've stamped a lot of these little Easter eggs and the bunny. And on this one was the flower, but I did find the pansy punch. Punched these out. As I say, it leaves quite a big border, so if you don't want to spend the time die cutting it, you can use the pansy punch on the little flower. But as you can see, you've got all these corresponding dies to cut them out, so that's the only thing that takes the time, but I think it's absolutely worth it. The other die set you're going to need is your stitched shapes framelits, and that's for our little bunny's bottom and his feet and his little pads. This one I used the 2-inch circle punch, and that's perfectly fine if that's what you want to use, but this one I've used the stitched shaped framelits. And for his bottom I used the middle one, and then for his feet I used the 2 smallest, the very smallest for the pink, the next one for his actual feet. So we'll make the bunny first. So once we've punched all those out, we want one more piece, and I'm going to use the 3/4 of an inch circle punch. If you have a nice scalloped one, then use that. That will give him a nice fluffy tail. So I'm just going to pop that last piece out, and I'm also going to use the owl builder punch because we want these 2 little ones here, and we're going to need 6 of those. So we're just punching those out. 2, 4, 6, and we just want the circles, so all the other little pieces are waste. Don't throw them away because you've got 3 little hearts here, and you can use that for something else. So once you've got all those, I'm going to pop them to the side, and I'm just going to leave my little white bits here. And I'm going to bring in a silicone mat, and I think I'm going to have a little grey bunny rabbit this time, so I'm going to bring in smoky slates, and I'm going to use a sponge, so if I can find one that's light coloured. Well, I think I'll get a fresh one out because the grey is a very light colour. I haven't got any which ones left. Oh, that's a pain. That one hasn't had a lot of use, so ink up your sponge and then pop the colour onto your silicone mat, and then just gradually bring it over the edge of your circle. as much or as little as you want. That's his little tail, and then I'm going to do his little hiney, and I'm just going to bring the grey in, and I'm just going to softly go over the white just to give him a little bit of texture, and that's for his, I think that's a little bit too dark, so I'm going to redo that on the other side, I think. I think that's just a little bit too dark for my liking, so we'll just, the mat keeps slipping, just, there we go, that's much better. And you do exactly the same to his little pads. Put the grey on your silicone mat and then just ease it in around the edge, and that will just give it a little bit of texture and softens the harsh white. And again the same for the other foot. He's got the little pad, and just bring it in, rolling it around and around until you get the amount that you would like. So once that's done, pop those out of the way, and if you use your silicone mat for gluing as I do, make sure you remember to wipe it clean, and then we'll make our little bunny rabbit up. So we're going to use a silicone mat actually underneath, and you need those the right way, those the wrong way, and your little pads as well. Oops, can't get that one. So taking the pads of his feet, just pop those. Oh, I've done that with the wrong side. Oh, he'll be fine, but you get the idea. So you pop this pad at the bottom, and the same with this one. And you can use whichever adhesive you prefer. You don't have to use Fast Fuse, you can use Tombow, sticky strip, and now I'm going to use some glue dots, and these are just for his little feet. So you pop a glue dot, oops, on his toes, and that makes his little pads for his toes, and you do that on both. Got something sticky on there. You do go through quite a lot of glue dots on this one, I'm afraid. This is lovely little feet. Dear sweet little bunny rabbit. And then you need to put his feet onto his body, along with his little fluffy tail. That's why I said if you've got the scalloped one, it would just make it a little bit, give it a fluffier effect. So a tiny little bit of adhesive on the bottom of his fluffy tail, and some on his feet, about halfway, and then you can pop them on there, and that's your little rabbit made. Isn't he lovely? He's such a sweet, adorable little thing. And now onto the basket. Now you're going to need 2 pieces of cardstock that measure 8 inches by 3 3/4, no, 8 inches by 3 1/4. That's 2 of those, and then 2 pieces 8 by 1/2 inch. And what you're going to do with those, bring in your score tool, and you're just going to score on the long side of your basket piece, pardon me, at 2 1/2 inches and at 5 1/2 inches. Now you need to do that on both pieces, so that's 2 1/2 and 5 1/2, and on your straps or your box edging, it's the piece that actually goes around here that holds it all together. You're going to do 3 7/8 and 7 3/4. And you do that twice on both of them. 3 7/8 and 7 3/4. Okay, and now you have a square in the middle. Now I fold that up, and you're just going to come in 1/8 of an inch, and you can just feel that, and you only want to do that in the middle box. So do exactly the same on the other side. I just find it easier to fold that. You don't have to, because you're only going to fold that the groove, and come in 1/8 of an inch. So I'll bring you down, bring you down a little bit, so you've just got 1/8 of an inch groove there, and do exactly the same on here. Pop it in 1/8 of an inch and bring to the score line, and 1/8 of an inch. You can just feel the groove and just bring it down, and there we are. Pop your scoring board out of the way, and then with your bone folder and a steel rule, which I don't know what I've done with mine. There it is. You're going to come from that 1/8 of an inch and just, now you can eyeball it if you want, and you're just going to come, draw a line or score to the point. So you're coming from that 1/8 of an inch to the edge, and you do that on all 4 sides. So from that 1/8 of an inch to the corner, from that 1/8 of an inch to the corner, and there again, 1/8 of an inch to the corner. And what you're doing, you're going to cut that off, and that's going to give you this little piece of a gap on the corners. So let's do that again. This is just a guideline, so you don't have to score too much, because you're going to snip all of this away. As I say, it's just a guideline. You don't have to put the guideline in. If you feel confident enough to just snip, then go ahead and just snip. That's fine too. Then taking your snips, you're going to cut down that line we've just drawn, so it comes from the corner to your 1/8 of an inch. Cut that 1/8 of an inch away and come up to that corner. Okay, do make sure that you take the whole of that 1/8 of an inch score line away, because this base is going to fit in there. You can trim it down afterwards, that's fine. So from the corner to your mark, your 1/8 of an inch, cut across and come up again the other side, and you do that on both pieces. This is why I said you don't have to mark it really. If you feel confident enough to eyeball it, then that's fine too. You're just coming down from that corner to the 1/8 of an inch and back up, and that's those. And then we'll come to those in a minute. I used this classic label punch, and what I did with that is I made some little slots. You don't have to, you can leave your basket like that, that's absolutely fine. So I've got a pen and I come in an inch and I just put a little dot there and there. And again, I did that on all the pieces. Inch there, inch there. I think my pen's broken. Inch there, inch there. And you're going to use your classic punch and you're going to slide it across so the point here goes just below or aligns with that dot, and the two lines here align with your score lines. So it's just an idea, because most of it's covered, making sure that it's straight or relatively straight. I don't know if I haven't cut it very well, but I think we're going to go with that one. And you do that on both sides here. As I say, it's just to just give it a little bit of a basket effect. And don't throw these pieces away, because they are perfect for labels. Same here. There we are, and that's the basket effect. And I say don't throw those away because they're perfect labels. Right, once you've done that, see those, then if you need to trim up, which I do need to trim that one up a little bit, I can see the outline, so just make sure you trim it up nicely so that these both close. I don't know why that one won't. It should just fit inside the score line. Keep trimming it until it does. And once you can fold them up comfortably like so, glue your bottoms. And I'm going to use a little bit of Tombow, just so it gives me some wiggle room. And he sits inside there nice and evenly, and there is the base of your basket. Then these two pieces, fold and furnish the score lines that you made, and that one, and the same here. And that little bit there, and I'm just going to join those to make a perfect square. So a little bit of adhesive on that little tab there, and on that tab there, and just join the top of your box together. And I don't know why that hasn't cut very evenly, but it's definitely not a very good half and half. And then you're going to pop these in here. Now I would use Tombow here. You've got about 1/4 of an inch on either side. So I go around and put a line of Tombow across each of my sides. Now you could stamp the basket if you want to. So bring your first one up, and as I say, it's about 1/4 of an inch on either side, and just join that together. I'm going to leave a clip to hold that for me just at the moment. And bring your second one up and bring him in to about 1/4 of an inch, and then bring your clip across, because it does dry pretty quick, this Tombow, so I quite like it. Bring him in 1/4 of an inch on either side, and just hold that in place just for a moment. Bring that up a little bit more. That's it, and as you can feel, it's coming off already, so it's setting. Pop your last side in and about 1/4 of an inch, and there is your lovely little basket. That one's not very even, but that's fine. Now all we've got to do is decorate and pop our bunny on. So, taking your bunny, decide where you want the front. Oops, I can't pick him up. I think I'm going to pop him on that one. I think that's quite nice. Yes, I'm going to pop him on there. So you're just going to glue half of your bunny and pop him where you want him on your basket, and there's your bunny. And now all you have to do is decorate. With this, as I say, I used the smoky slate to outline all of my eggs and things while and then I coloured them in using these beautiful watercolour pencils, and I just used them as ordinary pencils. I didn't use the water or anything. I just I hope I've been in focus all this time. I'm just going to pause you and play you back a minute, I think, because I don't think I've been in line. Sorry about that, my camera shut down, but as I was saying, I used these watercolour pencils to colour in all these Easter eggs, and this is what took the time on making this project. So I'm not going to obviously stick them all down, because you would just get bored. But I cut 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pieces of grass, and the die cuts there, and the eggs and everything out. And then I'm going to really just pop, just to stick this one, whoops, along the bottom. And what I did is I just went around and I did all the edges, the full ones first, because not all of them have a full set of grass. So just put your adhesive along the bottom bit, and I'm just going to put that along the base of my basket. If I can pick them up. And again along the base, and then just along your basket, and then hopefully, I can't remember if 2 was enough or whether I needed 3, but you'll see what I mean. So I've done that, and then I took the last piece and I cut it up there. So I separated them, and you should be able to do that on both of them, and that should hopefully just fit in the gap there, and you do that all the way around. And then it's just a matter of adding whatever embellishments you want, really. On this one I just used lots of flowers and the little chick and some daffodils and the bows. This one, because I'm making it for a little boy, I decided I would use the Easter eggs and the daffodils and the little bunnies. Right, so that needs to be trimmed down just a fraction. And because you've got the corner there, you just trim that piece away, and hopefully I haven't cut this bit too short that it's not going to fit in there. But I have stuck it on the wrong way. So just pop a blade of grass on there and trim it back down. And there you are. There's the grass all around your bunny. And then I just, using my glue dots, and I popped the little bows on the edge by the bunny, like so. That needs poking through. So there's his little bunny. That's that side. Uses, and I'll just do this one side, and then you'll get the gist of what I mean by decorating it however you wish. So pop that there, and pop another 2 bows. In one there. And there. And then I'm going to put 3 daffodils, heads at the top. 1. Now I've done enough for 3 on the sides and 2 on the back. And the 3rd daffodil, like so. However you wish. Then you have your little stems, and I'm just going to use a little bit of Tombow to run down the stem, and I'm just going to pop that so it just tucks underneath the daffodil. So you do that to all 3. And you just do that however you like it. You could have done this before you put the daffodils on, which probably would have been easier, but we'll just snip the end off that one and pop, come on, down you go, under the daffodil, and the last one in the middle, which we definitely don't need a whole one for that. And again, just a little bit of glue, sorry. It's supposed to be muted, thank you. And then he goes in there and under that daffodil. So there's the stems, and then you just pop some leaves on. Wherever you fancy the leaves to be. And again using Tombow. I'm going to put 2 in the centre of that one, like so. And then I'm going to put a little bunny rabbit. You can use your glue dots for this, which is what I did with the last one really. But I want this one to go over the seam. And then taking a couple of glue dots, I'm just going to pop some Easter eggs along the bottom, as it's for a little boy. And I want the big one actually just to crease in half a little bit, and that I am going to use Tombow. And I want that to actually go over the corners. Should have moved them along, just to hide the corner, and that will just hold him there like so. So that's the corners hidden, and on that one I just did the same with a flower, and then you just go along decorating it. I won't stick them, I'll just pop them on for you and then I'll come back. And you just pop your eggs along the bottom, and everything's sticky, and just however you wish it to be done, really. So I'll go away and decorate that, and then I'll come back. See you in a moment. Bye. Can you even see me? Yes, you can. Bye. Hi there, back again. I'm just about to put my last Easter egg on, and this, you can put, as I say, you can put these wherever you want, and you just go round and round. So you do use rather a lot of glue dots. You can of course use Tombow, that's entirely up to you. I just found it quicker with glue dots, but you just go round and round and round until you've filled your base with your chocolate Easter eggs or your flour. Pop in some tissue paper, and there you are, a beautiful Easter basket. Well, I hope you've enjoyed this tutorial. If you have, please like and subscribe. Leave me a comment, I'd love to hear from you. Until next time, take care. Bye.